We have a follow-up to a breaking news story that we brought you here yesterday. A veteran is in custody this morning, accused of starting a fire and setting off fireworks outside a building, a federal building in Lower Manhattan. Now, the building houses dozens of agencies, including the FBI and ICE. 3 people were hurt in the chaos. CBS News national investigative correspondent Tom Hanson has the latest details. So, Tom, what are we learning and what information is still outstanding?
Hey there, Kelly. Well, one of the things I want to point out here is just how heavily armed this individual, Arabaka, 43-year-old, was. We're talking about being armed with a machete, an axe, 3 fixed knives, an extra airsoft rifle, obviously the incendiary fluid that he used to light the entrance right behind me on fire. So this is a man that had some intention, we can piece together, to do more harm than what actually unfolded yesterday. Thankfully, law enforcement got to him before he could hurt anybody very seriously. But those questions remain. There are a lot of them today. When will he appear in court? And then also a critical question here, will he face terrorism charges? We know that NYPD Commissioner Jessica Tisch said that she is working with a joint terrorism task force that is investigating his background. We also are going to be digging into his digital trail, what his intentions were, if there was a clear motive here. One of the things that was found in the cart next to him shortly after this incident was a sign that said ICE off our streets. So we can paint a picture and get a little bit of a window into the motive there, but we don't have a conclusive motive at this point. I want to play what the FBI told us yesterday at a media gaggle just around the corner. Take a listen.
When he was being arrested, he yelled derogatory terms to ICE, used bad words, obviously. He is an anti-American, anti-government extremist. We know that from what he said. We know that from what he has said post-arrest, and we know that from what his actions that he tried to take.
So law enforcement went on to say after making that statement that in an interview, as he was detained, he said that he was ready to hurt or kill anyone entering or exiting the building. We haven't gotten more excerpts from that interview just yet, but we will be waiting and following that very closely to see what exactly the motive was. Were there other targets here as well? That's going to be something that we're looking into. So a lot of questions remaining at this hour that are going to paint a picture as to what kinds of charges he could face and then what jail time he could face. I can tell you by that video that we saw yesterday, that dramatic video where he lit the entrance on fire, he could potentially be facing arson, of course, but if he gets those terrorism charges brought against him, Kelly and Vlad, then he could be facing up to life in prison. So that could really up the ante in the severity and seriousness of the jail time that he could potentially face, guys.
All right, Tom Hanson for us. Thank you.